All right. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the training today. So, as I said earlier, today we are going to look at how to use the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay. So basically, I'll show you the tools that I use the most. I use I use the retracement tool itself, the Fib retracement tool, and then I use the trend-based Fibonacci levels as well. So I'll just briefly in the next 10 minutes just show you how I use these tools, okay? And then after that, I will take your questions, all right? So whatever questions you have and all of that, after now, you ask your questions and then I'll go ahead and take those questions, okay? So the question could be, if it is trade related, whatever questions you have, I'll take that after this, this training. Okay, so Fibonacci retracement to levels, okay, horizontal levels or horizontal lines that indicate, possible support and resistance level where price could actually potentially, have a reverse from. Okay, for instance, we've seen this move. I'm on the daily time frame, as you can see, we've seen this move. All right. And currently, when I was looking at this, okay, looking at this on, even when I go to the weekly time frame, I couldn't actually spot at levels. This is the LQT, LQTY USDT token, okay? So I couldn't even spot at levels on this, right? I couldn't spot that level, possible areas where maybe here, okay, on the weekly time frame, I can say, okay, our price tried going up here and then decided to come back down and all of that. So there are no clear levels there that I can spot at in actually entering this trade, all right? So you might have entered this when it was around, let's say, when it was around 1.30, 1.38, 1.41 and all of that, and you would have gotten liquidated, okay? And you would have gotten liquidated, all right? So when using the Fibonacci retracement tool, how do you locate the Fib retracement tool? If you come to your trading view, it is equally available on the exchanges, okay? It is available on bybit and all of that, but on the bybit exchange, you can only access it via the web version, not with your phone, all right? So when not with the app, so when I come in here, after on the drawing tools on trading view, okay, one to the second one here, is where you have this gain and Fibonacci tools, okay? If I click on it, you see here, all right, we have the first one here as your Fib retracement, okay? And then the second one is the trend-based Fib extension tool. It could be second, it could be, I don't know where it would be on your own, but these are the tools that I use the most, okay? Let me favorite this so that it will be here on my chart. So I use most of the time, okay, I use the Fib retracement tool and the trend-based Fib extension tool. And that is exactly what I'll be teaching you, how to use this evening, all right? So since I didn't spot any level here, to me, the Fib, the trend-based Fib extension tool would have been the best area. Okay, this trend-based Fib extension tool would have been the best tool to use to start spotting levels where I would have entered, either a short or a long trade for this particular token. Okay, so in order to do that, all I just need to do is normally I'll go, okay, I can do this on a higher time frame, I can do it on the 4 hours time frame, I can do it on, the 15 minutes time frame and all of that, okay? But normally I'll do my Fibonacci retracement tool on a higher time frame, okay? Then I can go to the lower time frame and start spotting levels and all of that, all right? So here on the 4 hours time frame, if you look at this on the 4 hours time frame, this move started somewhere around there, then we retrace down to this area, we moved up again, retrace back down here, and then move up again, and all of that. See, this current level where we are right now. So if I want to bring in my Fibonacci retracement tool, I'll just click on it, all right? And then I can take this measurement either from here, all right? When it comes to drawing Fibonacci retracement, it all depends on what you're looking for, all right? So I can either measure this from here or even measure it from this move here, but I'll prefer to use this measure move here, okay? So I'll just come in there and then drag my Fibonacci retracement, okay? From here, all right, to the recent high here, all right? So I drag it from this previous low, okay, to this recent swing high here, all right? And what am I looking at currently on this, all right? This, though, let me show you how the default Fibonacci retracement tool looks like. If I click on this, okay, and I go to my template here and I say apply default drawing template. This is what the default template looks like, okay? This is what the default template look like. You can equally use this default template, right? You can use this default template, but I have actually changed this, right? I have different levels, and you can see I have different templates here, but the standard fib levels that I use are these ones, okay? Because these are the most important numbers, all right, of the Fibonacci retracement tool. So the 0.382, all right, the 0.5% level, the 0.618, okay, and the 0.786. These are the most important levels, okay, on the Fibonacci retracement tool, where price will always respect, okay? Price will always respect these levels on the tool. So yeah, these are, but going forward, I have to customize this. I have this level here, which is called the, CC level. Okay, this is the champion level. This one you have here as the 0.618 and the 0.66 level are my levels that I use as my champion level. So anything from the 0.618 down to the 0.786 are my golden levels. Okay, these are my golden levels. It means that if price start eventually retracing back down, okay, this price, this token already is in an uptrend movement, all right? And where will I want to enter a trade to the upside? I'll wait for this price to retrace back down, okay? It can come here, we can have a price bounce at the 0.382, all right, to the upside. We can have a price bounce at the 0.5% to the upside. And then the most important level that I look at, which price will always respect, okay, 80 to 90% of the time is the golden level, which is this 618 and the 786 level. So if this price start dumping and start coming back down to this level, okay, possible area where I can be looking for a bounce to the upside will be this area, which is the, which is the champion channel level, right? And to actually show you what I have here as my default, okay? If I click on the Fibonacci retracement tool, I can decide not to look at all of these lines that you've seen here. I can decide to go and change, okay, to this level called the champion channel level, which would be just the 0.618 and then the 0.66 level. So if this returns back to this level, this is my golden level. That's what I want to look at, okay? I can decide to switch. I just change, save this as different template, right? I can decide to look at only the 618 level, all right? I can decide to look at only the 382 level, okay? And then I can decide to equally look at, this other one that I have these different levels there, extension, the negative fib and all of that. But I just want to base my, trainings today on, this major Fibonacci retracement. So once you draw this, you can use it on higher time frames, you can use it on lower time frames and all of that. So you see that when this token had a bounce, it came back down just slightly below this 0.236. Okay, I had to use this because price will always respect this, all right? But if it continues to drop, then the next target will be the 382, which will be around 1.33, all right? If it continues to drop, the next target will be around that 50% level, okay? And all of that, all right? So this is how you use the standard Fibonacci retracement. I'm going to send you the settings, all right? I'm going to send the settings to you for those of you who want to actually set up your own Fibonacci retracement tool. All you just need to do is once you open up the settings of the Fibonacci retracement tool, you can check and uncheck any of these that you want, you don't want, okay? You can check and uncheck any of these that you don't want. So for those of you who will be interested to set up your Fibonacci retracement tool, if you have not done that already, I'm going to send you the settings so that you'll be able to use it. All right, but looking at this token, what I wanted to do, okay, looking for quick scalp opportunity for this token is, I'll go to the 15 minutes time frame. And the fib tool that I love using most of the time is this one called this trend-based Fibonacci extension level, right? Because as I said earlier, I was looking at this chart, right? And then it was not giving me those clear levels and all of that, all right? Where I can actually say, okay, this is where I want to short or this is where I want to long and all of that. So if I bring up this tool here, on the 15 minutes time frame, I can decide to take this from here, all right? I just take it from here and then to this high here. Now, the difference between, before I even draw this, okay? Before I go ahead and draw this, let me take that off. The difference between the trend-based fib extension and then the Fibonacci retracement tool is that on the Fibonacci retracement tool, I just need to pick, if I'm looking for, possible areas to take long trades, I just need to pick, okay, from this swing low here. Sorry. Let me bring up my chart. Okay. So to draw this, I just need only 2 points. Okay. I can just pick from this swing low here to this swing high, and then I'll be able to get my level. On the 15 minutes time frame, you see that this actually retraced back to that 0.382 level, and then it started going back up again, right? That is if I'm looking for pullbacks on it when the price is moving up. Okay, I'm looking for pullbacks. All right, so that pullback now is that I'm using the Fibonacci retracement tool to look for possible support areas. So the 382 could be a support area, the 50% level could be a support area, the 618 could be a support area, likewise the 786 will equally be a support area. All right, if the price is moving down, all right, and I want to do it the other way, what happened? I'll draw it the other way around. So I'll bring my Fibonacci retracement tool. I'll take it from up. Okay, I can take it from up and then bring it down to this swing low here, right? So it means that the price is trending down. So I'm looking for possible area where those prices can actually come down to and start having a bounce and all of that. Okay, so this is when using the Fibonacci retracement to itself, you draw from swing high to swing low, or from swing low to swing high, depending, or if the market is in an uptrend, you draw from swing low, okay, to swing high. If it is in a downtrend, you draw from swing high, okay, to the swing low and all of that. All right, so you can go ahead and practice this and let me know. But in this case, I just want to look at levels. All right, if this market continues to pump, if something like this repeats itself, if I go to the weekly time frame, okay, so you see that in a week, this was somewhere sometime in July this year, right? This token decides to pump from around 87 cents up to that level of almost $2. That is $1.93, right? And then that same week again, it jumped massively. All right. The same thing could repeat itself here. So in order to spot where this token could possibly be going to, okay, in order to spot where this token could possibly be going to, all I just need to do is to use my extension tool. All right. So I come in here to the trend-based Fib extension level, and then I want to draw either from here or from this low here, whatever you want to draw. Okay. So this time around, we are looking for 3, pivot points. All right. We're not just drawing from down to up or up to down. So we look for 3 points. Okay. So I'll take it to this high here. I can take it to this high here. All right. So once I take it there, then I'll bring it down to this low here. All right. That is just it. All right. That is how I can just draw this and look and use it to look at, to look for levels. All right. And I can equally decide to take this from this move here. Okay. So we had the major move here. I consolidated for a while, moved up, consolidated, moved up, and all of that. So I can decide to equally take it from this move down here. Okay. Take it to that high there, right? We have, the high here. Okay. And then I'll take it to this low here where we'll pull back down to, okay, and all of that. But the one that will work best for me would be this level around here. So all I just need to do is to take this level here. This is the recent move we had, okay? Take it up there to that level, all right? So you're looking for 3 points, okay? We are looking for 3 points, that high there, and then I'll bring it down to this low, okay? So this way I'll be able to get my level on the extension, okay? On the trend-based extension too, I don't do any changes here. So I use the default setting. This is the default setting. The only thing I did here was to remove the background. Okay, if I show background, this is how it looks like, but I just removed that background, and then I decided to change, extend the line to left and right and all of that. Okay, so this is what I have here, and this is what I am going to actually use. Now, with looking at this, okay, with this level, now it has drawn all of these different levels for us. Okay, it has drawn all of these different levels for us. And just like the Fibonacci retracement, okay, the 618 level, the 786 level are equally important levels you should be looking at when you are looking at that, okay? So when I looked at this, I see that this has been rejecting at that 786 level like multiple times, okay? So it rejected here previously. It means that there is something here that is not allowing this market to, break through this area. So we rejected that 3 times and all of that. So if we break through this area, all right, where the extension now comes in is that if we break through this area and start going up, right, possible areas where this token can actually move to, sorry. So possible areas where this token can actually move to, if we go to higher time frame, All right, normally use this on the 15 minutes, the drawings on the 15 minutes time frame. Now, if I go to a higher time frame or even to the daily time frame, all right, if we scale through this area, possible area that I can see this token reacting from is the 1.618 level, all right? The 1.618 level, we have the 2.618 level, and then you have the 3.618 level too, all right? And the last level there is the 4.23 level, okay? But as you can see here, right, this previous move here that happened, this move here happened somewhere, that was 14th of February, okay? We had this token that moved from 1.8, okay, 1.18 cent to around that level of 1.92, and then dump back again and all of that, all right? So you see that the 3.618 level served as what? As a resistance here, all right? After we broke through all of this other level, the next level we reacted from is this level here. So in this case, when you are looking at this, if this market start trending up and all of that, so possible area right now, we are just respecting the 786 level, okay? We are respecting the 786 level. That's where the market is bouncing back down from. So we are respecting that level, and we've gone even below the 618 level and all of that. So if it continues to come back down, all right, possible area we can actually start having a bounce, maybe from the 382, we go back or before we drop down and all of that, all right? This is what you can do. You can use to equally look at the market. Now, if I want to equally use the Fibonacci retracement to itself to follow up this, I can go ahead and click on it and then check from this move here for today alone, okay, and drag it up to that high there, all right? And see which of the Fibonacci retracement two are lapping up together. Now I'm not seeing that. Okay, this didn't get done. Maybe I'll go to the 15 minutes time frame and do that, okay? Because I drew this on the 15 minutes time frame. So I'll equally go to the 15 minute time frame and do that. So with this now, I can use it to scalp this market, guys. All right. Even if I want to trade on the 1 minute time frame, I can use this and go to the 1 minute time frame because I've drawn my level. And you can see here, even on the 5 minutes time frame, that price reacted nicely from this area and started coming back. Down. And since we started coming back down, we've been consolidating between this level of the 786 level down to that 0.23 level. Okay, we go back up, come back down, go back up, come back down, and all of that. So if we do break above this level, this 1.48 level, then you can be, just hoping that this token will go to 1.60, okay, 1.70, and all of that. It can continue to go up and up and up. But this consolidation here alone is enough to give us, some profit, okay? It's enough to give us some profit. For instance, if we decided to take a short here, short from here down to that move there, would have given you a whole 5% move and all of that. If you have decided to even short from, this one here, okay, this move here down to that level, that would have given you over 7%, 7 to 8% move. All right, and if you are using leverage, you can imagine what that would be. If you are using like a 10x leverage, that is over 70% move and all of that. Okay, now it is not even about the leverage. Even if you are using just 10x leverage, okay, even if you are using just 10x leverage, this 70% move, depending on the capital you are entering the trade with, could mean a lot. All right, this 5% move, for instance, if you put $500 into this market and you are getting like 70% of that, that is 70% of $500, guys. All right, and all of that. So this is how you use the Fib retracement tool to spot level, okay, and then the trend-based Fib retracement tool to actually spot out levels on your chart to know, which areas this market could possibly be bouncing, going up to. All right. Now to look at, a full retracement for this. Okay, let's say eventually this token start dropping and dropping and dropping. Where is the area we're going to have a bounce? Okay, there's every possibility that this token can continue to move from here and continue to go up. If it continues to move, then your next target could be that $1.60 level. All right, but what if it doesn't move? What if it retraces back? Where exactly are we going to cash this token to the upside? You now use your Fibonacci retracement tool and look for, your this time around you're looking for Quasicore. You're looking for, this golden level. So I just go ahead and select that my champion channel level. This is the area I want this market to return back to. All right. As you can see, this area is lining up nicely with this, area here, we can look at this area as our, as our resistance level non-turn support. Okay, this area here, sorry, let me draw that. This area here, we can use this area as our resistance. Okay, you see that we rejected nicely there, we rejected there, so it was serving as a resistance as at the time we rejected here, and eventually we broke above it. Okay, so if this market start coming back down, if this market start retracing back down, there is every possibility that it will use here, which is that 618 level. Okay, 618 to the 0.66 level, which is our golden level. All right, there's every possibility that this will serve as what, as a support this time around. So it comes here, bounce, and then we start going back up. All right, so for a long trade, this is where you'll be looking to take your trade using a combination of the trend, the trend-based Fibonacci extension and then the Fibonacci retracement tool itself. So for the trend-based Fibonacci extension, I don't do anything to it. I use the default setting. All right, but if for the Fibonacci retracement tool, I've decided to add, some of this level, which I will send to those of you who will be interested in setting up the Fibonacci retracement tool for yourself. All right, so basically, this is what I'm looking at for this token. So if we continue to pull back down, I'll wait. All right, if I'm holding a short position here already, I can decide to target this level down here. Now, in this case, this trade may not happen in a day. This might have happened in a day, but coming back down here may not happen in a day. It can happen in one candle. All right, but what if it doesn't happen and it continues to come down? Let's say you've entered a short position around this area. Okay, so when they start moving down, right, and you're targeting this zone right here, when they start moving down, what happens? You start moving your stop loss. Okay, you move it to break even, and then if the price move down again, you can just come in here and adjust your stop loss. Okay, move it there. Sorry, just go ahead and adjust your stop loss and move it there and continue to trail the market. All right, if eventually this retrace back and come and hit your stop loss, you have already secured profit. You are not losing anything and all of that. All right, so learning how to use the Fibonacci retracement, it is not that difficult actually. Just know where to pin, point your drawing, either you're drawing from high to low or low to high and all of that, and that will give you your levels to start trading the market and all of that. Just a good example would be, using the trend-based extension tool. So this market started pumping and pumping. So I was looking for possible area where this market can actually go and react from. So it came in here at the 786 level, which is my golden level. Okay, rejected from there 3 times. All right, rejected from there 3 times. So that's a good level that there is a strong resistance around this area. So once we break this area, there's a possibility that we can be going up and up and up and up. All right, but all of these are all under probability. Okay, they are all under probability, guys. They are under probability and all of that. So basically, that is how you use the Fibonacci retracement. So if you have questions and all of this, you can go ahead, unmute yourself and ask your questions, guys. Even if your question is not concerning what we just treated, okay, just go ahead and unmute yourself and ask questions. I don't know, Benga is not here. Benga was complaining of his trade. Okay, that trade that he complained that there was canceled, it was not actually canceled, guys. Any trade that is triggered that was running before you closed it, whether you feel that the exchange closed it by themselves or you closed it or you got liquidated and all of that, it is not canceled. Okay, once your trade is running, is either you close it in profit or you close it in losses. The only trade that is canceled, that is regarded as canceled, is when you have a pending order, limit order set, and then all of a sudden it did not trigger, and then it came back down to, you go ahead and cancel it yourself. That is when you regard the trade as canceled. And Robinson, sorry, I couldn't call you. I was supposed to call you, but few things I needed to let you know is if you are just starting out, guys, if you are just starting out, forget what you're seeing on the Telegram, those who are using 50x leverage, 25x leverage, 10x leverage, and all of that. One thing I need to let you know, okay, here is that all of our account size are not the same, right? All of our account size are not the same. And then our risk tolerance are not equally the same. Somebody can decide to use a 50x leverage and that person is ready to risk $100, $200, $500 per trade. Even if they lose that money, they will not come and tell you that they actually lost $500. All right. If they lose that money, they are comfortable with it and they'll wait for another trade. So when you are just starting out, that don't be too anxious to, always win big and all of that. Don't be too anxious and don't trade every token. Do not trade every token. It is true that I shared a strategy that, if you want to trade, if a token pumps and all of that, BNT was dealing with a lot of people. And then when BNT started dumping, a lot of persons couldn't short it. Let me go ahead and open up that again. All right, BNT USSD2. And I told us, I think I sent this on the chat yesterday, that, look at this, okay? I think I equally drew this here, right? We actually, slightly broke above that area and then, started rejecting back. Okay, this is when I started looking at shorting BNT. Okay, not just here, but I need to pay attention to the funding rate. I was telling you guys this morning about funding rate and all of that. Okay, I need to tell you, pay attention to the funding rate, most especially when you have smaller capital. Okay, when the funding rate is negative, it means that the winners, when a token start pumping, tokens like this, when they start pumping, right, and you're seeing funding rate is going high and high and high. Moreover, this is a new token. It was listed a few days ago, a few months ago, like in August, and then we had this pump here. So it was listed here, and it dumped and dumped and dumped. So when you want to trade tokens like this, you first look at these areas. This massive candle just in one day, guys, it was actually, this move alone was how many percent? Okay, so we have this move here just in one day, over 53% plus. Okay, in most cases, you will see candle that will move like 50, 100%, 200% plus in a day. In a day. So when you see tokens like this and then funding rate keep increasing, it means that more people are shorting those tokens. And the more they keep shorting, the more the big boys in the market, all right, will keep getting them liquidated. They will keep pumping it to get it to a level so that you continue to short. And when it gets to a particular level, when they get tired and all of that. So in cases like this, that is when the Fib retracement to the trend-based Fibonacci retracement tool comes in play. So you use this to, look at levels where this token could possibly be moving up to. All right, and be looking for areas where not just that the token is pumping, you've not even looked at it. All right, you've not even analyzed it to see where possibly this token could reject from. You just go ahead and short because it has pumped by some percentage. You just go ahead and short. And the speed at which some of these tokens move, okay, the speed at which some of these tokens move, they can get you liquidated early. They can even send it to your village. Than trading stable, normal, like when I mean stable coin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, some of these tokens, their volatility is not as high as some of these altcoins. Okay, some of these altcoins, what they will do is just a pump and dump. They'll just come in here, take all of your money, play with your emotions, take your money, and then at the end of the day, they will still dump this token. All right, at the end of the day, they will still dump that token and all of that. So when you see tokens like this, most especially when you are just starting, you don't need to trade this, which is why I say pick 2, at least 3 tokens and fall in love. When I mean at least 3 tokens, not go to CoinMarketCap, the top 100 tokens you see there, pick tokens from there. Those ones, when they want to move, you understand their movement, they are moving in a particular direction. When they want to drop, they'll drop in things like that. These are tokens you need to get used to. Before you start jumping, if you want to trade something like this, it's not something you come here and say, maybe somebody has said, open short, go short on BNT. You just come in here and open a trade. And then maybe you have put your take profit here. And then because of the fear of not losing, you will not put stop loss. You go ahead and do your, business. Before you come, just as you are closing the app, before you come back, you would have gotten taken out of the market and all of that. So avoid tokens like this, most especially when it is moving with this high speed. Avoid tokens like this. Look for more stable token, BNB, ADA, a lot of other tokens that have big volumes in the market, all right? BTC, you can even decide to be scalping or trading BTC alone until you get used to the system, until you get used to the market. Then you can now start looking at trading everything in the market. If you see BNT, you jump in. If you see LQTY, you jump in. If you see this one, you jump in. You end up blowing your account. You end up blowing your account. This will not help you. And if truly you made up your mind that you want to learn and all of that, then stick to a particular token. Analyze that token every day. Be looking for your entry. You must not trade every day. That's another thing you guys should know. Okay, you must not trade every day. Even if it takes you 1 week for your setup to play out, please let it be that when it plays out, okay, let it be that when it plays out, it gives you good money. Let it be that when it plays out, it gives you good money instead of looking to trade every day. Instead of looking to trade every day. So for a start, pick at least 3 tokens. These are the tokens you'll be looking at every morning, every evening, whenever you have chance. You look at it, okay, my support on the 4 hours time frame will be here. All right, let's say this is one of the tokens you want to use, okay? You'll just go and say, okay, my support, I'm on the daily time frame, okay? My resistance on the daily time frame is here, all right? And then my support on the daily time frame is here, okay? If I go to the 1 hour time frame, all right, I can start from the daily time frame and look at all of these levels. When I come to the 1 hour time frame, I want to equally look at support and resistance level, all right? And look at the one that will play out. But majorly, I use support and resistance level either on the 4 hours time frame or on the 8 hours time frame. Okay, so what I'm basically waiting for is this price has gone there and then rejected from here. So from here, I'm equally looking for something like this. I want to get a rejection from here to the upside. Okay, then how will I confirm this move? Okay, let's say I have a trend line there. I'm just giving you an instance. Okay, I have a trend line there that took this move from there to this area. Okay, and then the trend line was broken and all of that, so we'll start coming back down. The next thing I want to do is to draw another trend line, okay, here, all right? The only thing that will make me take a trade to the upside is when this trend line is finally broken. When I do all of these things, I can now go back, I do all of this support, resistance level on a higher time frame. I can go to my 15 minutes time frame or my 5 minutes time frame and start looking for my entry, guys. All right. The fact that you've done this on the higher time frame doesn't mean that you must take this trade on the higher time frame. No, you will not do that. I'll come back to my 15 minutes or 5 minutes time frame and then properly adjust this trend line to make sure that I'm having enough touches as possible. All right. So what I'm basically waiting for is a break of that trend line. And when that trend line is broken, I take my trade. Okay. Maybe this could take the next 24 hours or more to play out. Once it plays out, you wait for another setup. Guys, you wait for another setup. And this will be able to give you good risk reward ratio. Let's say I'm hoping to take this trade here and I bring it up here, okay? And then I'm putting my stop loss just slightly below or even below this area here, all right? It means that I'm risking whatever I'm risking here. This is a risk reward ratio of what? 1 to 3, okay? So I'm making 3.8 times the amount of money that I'm going to be risking in this trade, all right? This is a very good risk reward ratio so that if you have 3 or 4 winning trades like this, or let's say if you have like 2 winning trades and 3 losing trades, you are not losing anything. You will still be in profit. You will still be in profit in cases like this. So please and please, if you must grow your small account, okay? If you must grow your small account, don't trade everything in the market. Don't see everybody sharing screenshot of success and then you are like, oh, I didn't make any profit today, I didn't make any gain today, and all of that. You start jumping into trades anyhow. No. Pick a particular token, stick to that token, understand it, look at it every day. When it gives you your entry, you take it. When it is not giving you any entry, just stay. All right. I can stay in a week without trading. Trading has taught me a lot of lessons. So you don't need to start jumping into trading anyhow. You just keep throwing your money away for others to be going on with. All right. So always wait for your setups to play out, guys. Always wait for your setup to play out. So I don't know when I'll have time, maybe tomorrow. Okay, I want you to share your screen with me. From now, this is an assignment for you actually. Pick at least 3 tokens. Okay, Robinson, pick at least 3 tokens that you want to be trading. Pick at least 3 tokens, okay? You want to be trading for now. Maybe until you grow your account to either $1,000, then you can start trading in token you want. But for now, pick 3 tokens that you can stick to. Don't be trading any token at all you see in the market. You see Mr. A, you want to trade it. You see Mr. B, you want to trade it. You see Mr. C, you want to trade it. You will not be able to, get used to the market doing that, at least for a start. You will not. Okay, most especially when you have a target. Let's pick a particular token And BTC is equal to another token that you can do very well. All right, that you can scalp very well, even if it doesn't give you your trades every day. Even if it doesn't give you trades every day, BTC is a good token. Okay, so pick one of these major tokens, either BTC or Ethereum, and pick 2 other altcoins and join to it. Let me know. We'll look at map out the levels tomorrow, save the chart, and this is something you'll be looking at every day. At least be looking at the 1 hour time frame. Okay, if that particular token goes back, let's say on the 1 hour time frame, your support is here. All right, your resistance is there and your support is here. Okay, you can equally look at the higher time frame, like 4 hours daily time frame. But on the 1 hour time frame, if you have a resistance and support here, then what you can do is, if you go down to the lower time frame, you want to buy, okay, when we get to the support level. All right, you want to sell when we get to the resistance level, not just selling blindly, but when you see a sign, all right, that is going up there, you sell there. And then when you see a sign that is rejecting there, you buy there. That is basically what I want you to do. So pick 3 tokens, we analyze it, save the chart for you, and these are the tokens you'll be looking at every day. When you see a setup, you take it. When you don't see a setup, you go and rest. Would that be okay? Robinson, are you here with me, please? Yeah, Mr. Matt, are you there? Do you understand what I'm saying? This equally goes to you as well.
Yes, I get you. I'm following up.
Yeah, this equally goes to you as well. So for a start, pick a particular token. These are tokens you need to be looking at every day. Okay. So when you pick a token, let me know. We'll have a special section with you, and then you'll be able to save these things on your trading view. So these are you. I'm not restricting you to these 3 tokens. Okay, these will be your favorite token. It's not as if,
I got the point you're trying to drive, to be comfortable and
when you
get
see
used to it.
opportunity, when you see opportunity in other tokens, you can actually take it with minimal rates and all of that. But if not, these major tokens will be your like. These are tokens that when you get used to it, you can open a trade and you go to sleep, and you'll be able to sleep with your 2 eyes closed.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So any question as regards the Fibonacci tool and every other thing? I mean, before we call it a day. Okay, guys, so if there are no questions, thank you so much for being here with me this evening. I think I had to stream this because I couldn't record it. The other one I recorded, the file size is too high. Okay, so I had to equally upload it for you to be able to get it and all of that. So, oh, sorry.
Don't forget to send the setup that you promised.
Yes, I will. Sorry for those of you who joined via YouTube. Sorry, I see Ambassador of Crypto upload his account with BNT yesterday. Sorry about that. Okay. So now that you've learned about the Fibonacci retracement tool, do go ahead and learn it and use it. Okay. Once you use it and all of that, you should be able to avoid blowing up your account. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for being here this evening. All right, that will be it for today, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow during the live section. So for the Fibonacci retracement setup, I will definitely send a screenshot so that you'll be able to, input that into your trading view. And then before I end this, okay, the way you save a template, whenever you use the Fibonacci retracement tool is, if I come in here and draw this Fibonacci retracement tool here, okay, and then I want to, after doing my adjustment, I'll go to the settings, all right, do my adjustment and all of that. After doing that, click OK. Then you come in here and you see where it says save drawing as template. Okay, so you click on that and then you can type whatever name you want to type here and click on save. So that when next you come, you can always see it there and select the template that you want. So if I want to select my expansion tool, you'll see it will give me those expansion tools. If I want to select my CCW levels, it gives me those levels. Any of these that I want to select, that is the level that is going to be given. If I want to go back to the standard, so I've saved it already. I don't need to be doing this adjustment every. So now that I've saved it already, I don't need to be doing the adjustment every now and then. Okay, I've saved it already. I don't need to be doing adjustment every now and then and all of that. So I will send the setup so that you can be able to save them as well when you want to. All right, thank you guys for being here, and have a profitable day ahead. Okay, look for tokens and all of that to trade, but don't blow off your account. Always use. And one last thing, okay, one last thing. Now, there are two things I advise most especially beginners to do. Let's say your trading capital is $100, okay? Now, inside that $100, I'm not saying risk 1% of $100, most especially when you're using leverage trading. I will not tell you to risk 1% of $100. What I will personally do if I have $100 is that for every trade, I will raise between $5 to $10. For every trade, I will raise between $5 to $10. And for me to be able to raise this, I'm going to use a leverage, a maximum leverage of 10x. So if I'm risking $10 and if I'm entering a trade with $100, my whole capital, and I'm risking $10, it means that if that market goes against me by minus 10% using leverage, if it goes against me by minus 10%, I am out of that trade. I am out of that trade. That is one way. Now, when you enter with your whole capital, the advantage is that if the market goes against you by plus 20%, plus 30%, plus 50%, you are making 10%, 20%, 30%, 50% of that $100 which you enter the trade with. All right, that is one way. So if you have decided to raise $10, $5 per trade, you enter. Okay, if it is 5x leverage you are using, it means that the market will need to go against you by minus 20% for you to lose $5 using a 10x leverage. Now, the other way around is that you want to raise $10 per trade. Trade on isolated margin. Don't enter the trade with the whole of your capital. Enter the trade with just $10. I've showed you the two you will use to calculate your position size, right? So enter the trade with $10 or $20 and say, okay, if this market goes against me, let's say if you are entering with $10, if it goes against you by minus 50% when you are using 10x leverage, it means that you are losing $5. Even if you are ready to lose the whole of that $10, guys, put stop loss. Put stop loss. Don't go and use 25x leverage. Don't go and use 12.5x leverage. Don't go and use 75x leverage or 100 leverage until you know what you are doing. When you are very certain that this market will go down or will go in your favor, that is when you can use all those high leverage. But for now, everything we are doing now is under probability. Even if you become expert, it is still under probability because you can have a perfect analysis and all of that, and the market will still get against you. So if you use $10 per trade and all of that, it means that even if you make 1,000%, okay, that 1,000% will be calculated based on that $10, which is your margin, all right, which is your margin and all of that. So in that case, you will be able to say, okay, I'm entering this trade with just $10. I still have $90. In case I lose this or lose half of this, I still have either $95 to go again, okay? If you get a good setup, $10 can give you $20, $50, $100, or even more per trade if you get a good setup with just a 10x leverage. With just a 10x leverage. So these are two options you have. Is either you get a good setup, enter the market with the whole of your $100 capital and risk just either $5 or $10. That means your stop loss, the stop loss you are going to put will be that if this goes against you by minus so percentage, okay, you are going to do what? Close this trade. Or you just use $5 or $10 to enter a trade and then equally set your stop loss. In that case, if you want to stay in the market for long, because most of the things we actually see most of the time, okay, is that we have spotted this level as a resistance level. But what the market will do, okay, when the big boys come, let's say you want to short, you go ahead and enter a short trade there, and then you're putting your stop loss just here. And then you're targeting this level. Very nice, okay? This is very nice. But what the big boys will do is that they will want to first grab all of your stop losses pending orders here before that market will go in your favor. So when they come into the market, they will go pew, all right, with that kind of swing failure pattern, and then the market will still go. After they have liquidated hit your stop loss, the market will still go in your favor and all of that. So in this case, if you now extend your stop loss and say, okay, I will give this market a space to breathe, even if you have to, push up before it started coming back and all of that, you are very confident that, oh, I have $100. I'm using 10x leverage. This market will need to go against me by minus what? 80% or 90% before I actually lose my $10. But when you use 25x leverage, okay, or 50x leverage, the market will just one move like this, all right? It will be quicker for you to get liquidated or to hit your stop loss than when you're using a low leverage, okay? So position sizing, which is the tool I sent to you the other day, I teach you how to use the other day, and leverage will determine whether you stay longer in the market or not. So always use very low leverage for a start. When you are very profitable, okay, when you are consistently, making profit, the aim here is to make profit, guys. All right. I've seen situations where, if you know how I started in this place, okay, I started with all this Ponzi platform that will tell you, bring your money, we'll trade for you, we'll give you one. And then there is this one that is equally making, a lot of people are buying into what is called App USD, all right? App USD or whatever that is called. They say they do, what did they say they are doing? Is it launchpad trading or arbitrage trading or whatever they say they are doing? Guys, there is no platform out there, okay? Any platform out there that guarantees you that every day will pay you 1% of your capital or 2% of your capital consistently without them saying, and they say they are trading. You are not sharing their losses, you're only sharing their profit. My dear, run away, because even the best of traders lose trade. Robot equally lose trade as well. And how many robots that I've used or how many bots that I've used, that today they will make money for you, tomorrow they will blow everything they have made for you. So don't go and believe such platform. Now, if some of this platform tells you that, okay, we are going to give you 1% every day in your trading and all of that, and you're putting $1,000 in that to get 1% every day, do you know that you can put $1,000 in a trade? And if truly you want to make just 1% every day, that you can consistently be making 1% every day and be getting out of the market. You can consistently be making 1% every day and be getting out of the market. Because most of the time, the reason why we get liquidated is not because the trade was not in profit. It's because we were hoping, we had a target that, oh, we want to make 200% before we close it. Or we had a target that even when it was 20%, 40%, we refused to look, to even adjust the stop loss and all of that. Then we let it run. And all of a sudden it will come back and then go minus 200%. And when it starts going minus 200%, your heart is beating. And you'll be consoling yourself that, no, it will come back down. And that, oh, you go and look at the chart. Okay, there is a resistance here, it will come back down. Okay, there is a support here, it will go back up. You keep waiting. It will go back up until it enters your account. You'll keep waiting. If things like that happen, guys, it means that there are a lot of things you need to do about yourself. All right? There are a lot of things you need to do about yourself. I've told us that time with that number, trading is a battle between two. For you to win, it means that some other person is losing. All right? The two of you cannot be winners at the same time. And then for you to lose, it means that you're losing your money to some other person. That is how the market has been structured. And some persons are here to manipulate and temper with your emotions and all of that. Well, yeah, break even is good, okay? Chop break even for now until, but before breaking even, before actually breaking even, that market might have moved like 2%, 3%, 4%, and all of that. So back to the example of, this, give me your money, I'll give you percentage every day. If you are comfortable and then you are compounding, for instance, that is the one that they will use, that will be breaking our head. And they'll tell you, oh, compound it every day in 6 months, you'll be this, you'll be that, and all of that. So if you have $1,000 and you want to invest in a platform that gives 1% every day, it's possible to gain that in trading, and even more. But for a start, if you have decided that, oh, it's 5% I want to make every day and get out of the market, it is very possible. It is very possible. Use 10x leverage and just one move can give you that 5%. All right. And maybe next, what I can do is to show you, if you want to start scalping, okay, the strategy that I use is that if I look at this level right now, okay, if I look at this level right now, and I've seen that this is my resistance level, right? This is my resistance level. Okay, what I'm looking at is to take advantage of this massive wick here. All right. Now, this resistance level is under probability. Price could descend back, okay, it could bounce back from here, or it could break this level and go back. But before it does that, once price starts going up and tests this level, it must wick back before you start going forward. Okay, so what I want to do is to take advantage of this week. I'll go, okay, to my bybit exchange and then say, okay, this is my resistance. If this move up a bit, okay, my resistance is at 60, 61 cents, right? If this move up a bit to around 62 cents or thereabout, I want to pick a trade there, okay? And then I want to close this trade when it goes down by plus 5%, okay? When it goes down by plus 5%, and guess what? You'll be able to get that. So just one move like this can go, grab your limit order, and then one move can come back down and do what? And hit your take profit. You're out of that market, okay? It can happen that way and you are out of that market completely, right? And you can do this like again and again and again. This is about scalping, all right? So you just set limit orders that, oh, if this market comes up here, remember somebody posted this on the Telegram, okay, that you should, it's time when he spotted that there is a resistance there, that it's time to short BNT. And I said, the way I'm looking at it, and when he posted that BNT was around 59 cents or 58 cents or thereabout, that BNT has a potential, you know, this can actually wick up to like 61 or even to 65 cents. And that eventually happened. And as at then, funding rate was minus 2%, which is a bit high. And immediately after that funding rate completed, what happened? The funding rate dropped drastically. And what happened? You see markets started dumping, right? You see markets started dumping. So another thing you need to look at when, you know, prices are going high like this, you look at funding rate. Once the funding rate keep increasing, it means that the buyers will always, you know, be on the winning side. It will always be on the winning side. When they are finished liquidating and getting everybody stopped at, that is when the market will start dumping. And that is when you want to enter. Okay. So if you want to be doing that quick scalp of a thing, you set your limit order. If it goes up there as it wicks back down, okay, it will close your trade automatically. Now, this is common with some of the tokens, not with some volatile tokens. There are some volatile tokens or some exchanges where you open your position, and then because of the speed at which this market is moving, right, it will move without taking your limit order. Or even if you're in that trade already, it will move without even hitting your TP, okay? Then when it starts coming back down, it will now hit you with stop loss and all of that. So yeah, just be careful whenever you're trading all of these tokens, and you'll be good, guys. You'll be good. All right. So thank you so much, guys. I think I'll call it a day here, and then see tomorrow. Okay.
Can I quickly ask the question, if you don't mind?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much for all you're doing. And each time I join this, your call, I learn one or two things there. Just to add to what you've said so far, you were saying, talking about all these platforms like 1% a day, 2% a day, or something like that. Absolutely, you are very, 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 very correct. I've learned my lessons, which you know yourself, right? There's nothing, the best thing that one can do to help ourselves at this point in time is what we've just explained so far. Targeting 2%, targeting 5% yourself. You know, one, we can control our emotions. We don't need to trade every day. We need to learn the basic skills. And you see all these things people post on Telegram. I do see it. 1,000 percent, 500%. They won't post. They won't post.
Very intimidating.
They won't post their losses.
Exactly.
They won't post their losses. That's one thing I want people to understand. And you know, sometimes I come to you, my Oga, and I ask you that, is this possible? How come? Me, I'm sorry to say this, for any of you listening to me, I'm not a party to cross margin. I'm sorry. No, I'm not greedy. What you explained about isolated margin, take 2%, take 5%, study the market. When the trade goes up, as you've explained now, I think it's better. Study some coins. Like, you see this BNT you were explaining, I don't know, you know, it was just God that saved me. And one very token as well, LQT or whatever, people were jumping on it or something. I don't know. We just need to learn all these simple skills, and we don't need to be greedy. For me, I'm sorry, I'm done with all this. Bring your money 1% every day, 2% every. It's not possible. We shouldn't deceive ourselves. It is not. No trader in this world will come to you to say it makes 2% every day. No trader. It is purely Ponzi scheme. And that's it. And the more they say the more you look, the less you see. That's something about trading.
Yeah.
So now, one last question. I mean, I would just need to, you were talking about scalping. I saw you going to 15%, 15-minute time frame. Now, if I need to go higher, 1 hour, a day, a week, like standing at the horizon, trying to look down. If I want to enter a trade, what is the best time frame to use? That is my question. Is it 5%? 5 minutes, 1 minute, 1 hour, 4 hours, or something? What is, after you scalp and you need to enter a trade, and after you use your Fibonacci retracement tool, or whatever, trend lines and everything, and you study the market, you want to go into the trade. What is the best time frame to use? That's my question.
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to map out your support and resistance area on at least the 1 hour time frame.
1 hour, okay?
Yes, map out this area on at least the 1 hour time frame. You can do on 4 hours, but for scalping, map out this area on the 1 hour time frame. When you map out this area on the 1 hour time frame, 5 minutes work best for me. 5 and 15 minutes work best for me. Okay. I can equally come back down to the 15 minutes time frame and equally want to spot my highs and my lows for the 15 minutes time frame, because on the 15 minutes, you can see like the past 24 hours where the market has been trending, whether it has been going up or it has been consolidating and all of that. If I do that, I will always want to go down to the 5 minutes time frame. Now, when I'm scalping and the token is trending this way, once I've mapped out my areas of resistance or support, okay? Now, one thing I do is, even if this token will break that resistance level, the resistance has to be from the higher time frame. Even if it has to break that resistance level, the market will always come back, come up, okay, whether it's going up or down or whatever. Even if it has to break this, it will always wick up this way before coming back and then continues the journey or whatever it is. So it will always come in here, like push up and then come back down. So what I do is to set limit order in this case until I see maybe like a red candle printing and all of that, or start saying, maybe I put a trend line there and that thing breaks my trend line and start going back down. What I want to do here is to scalp. If I use, for instance, in this case here, if I use, for instance, like, let me show you this week here alone. Okay, this week is about 1.4%. So if you're using like a 10x leverage, that would have given you 10% plus. If you're using like if you're using like a 5x leverage this week alone, and this week would have happened just in less than a minute or whatever, because we're looking at 5 minutes time frame. So this week here would have happened in less than a minute. So what I would do is, our resistance here is, around this area of 61 to around that 62 level. So what I'm looking at is, can this market actually push up to around 62 or 63 before coming back down? So what I can do now is to set limit orders. All right. I can set one limit order at that 61, for instance. Now, when it comes there, then at that limit order, now I'm setting my take profit to be 10% or 5%. Right? 10% or 5%. So when I set up that, the next limit order I want to set, the next limit on my order I want to set maybe at 63 or thereabout. Once this one triggers, I will cancel the remaining one. Once this one triggered, I will cancel the remaining one. Then if I want to stay in a trade for long, I need to wait for this, like this engulfing candle. As you can see here, we had, 1, 2, 3, and you have this one massive candle engulfing the remaining bullish candles. So this one here would have given me a good entry point to say, okay, I can enter and stay long in this market. So as it continues to move, all right, because of how volatile this token is, as it continues to move down, I'll continue to adjust my stop loss. Don't worry even if it breaks even, I'll continue to adjust my stop loss and all of that. Then when it moves to a certain level and I see that, oh, there is equally another candle that is, very massive here and coming back up, I'll just close my trade and you're done for that day. All right. and you're done for that day. So you can set limit orders to target like 10, 20%, and just one candle moving down or thereabout can give you that, and you're done. In less than 5 minutes, you are done for that. All right. So if this plays out for you, yeah, you can do that every day and you'll be able to go on with something. Okay.
And the entering a trade and placing a trade, like you said, can be on 5 minutes time frame.
Yeah, even if you are going to stay in that trade for days, after you've done your analysis on the 1 hour, 4 hours, come back to the 5 minutes to take your trade.
Okay.
Yeah, come back to the 5 minutes to take your trade, because here on the 5 minutes, I can see clearly that, oh, I would have taken this trade somewhere around here. You see this week down here, maybe around this area, of course. This body here, this thing here can be a week on the 1 hour time frame, which you may not notice. If I go, let me go to the 1 hour time frame and see. Okay, because it's just within, you may not, it cannot. 1 hour, what did I map? Look at that stuff. So here you see that it is a week, and if you are going to set up a trade, it's just 1 week on the 1 hour time frame. You can see clearly here, and it is bearish. So you may still think that, oh, this market will continue to go down, but if you go back down to the 5 minutes time frame, you see that we had this engulfing, like this green candle trying to engulf the other one. You see this massive rejection here, and that move there, and then it continues to move up and all of that. So here you would have picked the trade early because you are looking at a lower time frame. So you can pick the trade early on the lower time frame than seeing. You can measure your levels on the higher time frame, but come back to 5 or 15 minutes time frame to take your trade. It will give you a clearer picture of where you should enter or
not. Perfect. Yeah. That's okay. I'm not a party to all these new coins. If I become a whaler, then I can be doing that.
But exactly. You can just manipulate the market and be,
Oh yeah. For now,
I open my destiny.
Say again.
No, I thought somebody was talking there. So I mean, that's very good. That's very nice. Well, you were talking about mastering some tokens, like because all these tokens with high volatility, I'm not really a fan of them. Like, nah. But you said something earlier. I want to ask a question. You said there's possibility for when there is a token with high volatility and then it doesn't hit your limit order or your stop loss or something. Does that really, because I've experienced that before, that I was expecting a trade to close when hitting the take profit, but it didn't. And when I checked the candle, I found out that, the wick really touched that area, but that trade didn't close. And it went against me and went up and hit the stop loss. Because I was like, when I was checking the charts, I saw it that it touched the wick, not really the candle this time, But is that possible? And why is it like that? Hello, are you there? Seems there's a problem with the connection or something. Hello, Leo.
Sir, Leonard is sharing screen. He's trying to share his screen.
Okay.
Yes. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you. Mr. Deshina. Anima Shaun.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I'm Robinson. I'm also a newbie in trading.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm from I hope this your name shows that you're a Yoruba man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm also a Yoruba.
Ah.
Yes. I'm a Yoruba. I'm from Ondo.
Oh, okay, Ondo. All right.
Yes, well done. How the trading journey?
Nah, not bad. We've been on it for a while.
Okay.
No, sorry, I didn't know I got disconnected. I don't know what happened.
I was wondering what happened. No.
Seriously, I didn't know I got disconnected.
Did you get my question?
Yes, can we take that again? Sorry.
Yeah, what I was explaining is like what you mentioned, something like depending on the volatility of the token. Yeah,
exactly.
And then it doesn't. Exactly. There was a trade I set up one time. I was expecting it to hit the take profit, and I saw the wick even going beyond that very price, and it did not close that trade. And the trade now went back up and then hitting the stop loss. You know, is that normal?
It is normal, actually. It is normal. Exchanges will always warn you about that. There are, speed at which the market will move with because of the, volume that is coming in. For instance, this candle alone, you can see, this candle alone, just this move alone is about, this is like how many minutes or whatever. Let me check. Okay. That's over 8% move. On the 5 minutes time frame, one candle alone just pumped up by 8% and all of that. So yeah, it's possible. It's possible. And this is very common with a lot of these volatile tokens. It is very common with a lot of these volatile. So the speed and the volume at which the token is coming in with, it will ignore every little order on the way and go. And in most cases, you enter a trade, you see that you are maybe in profit by plus $200 or $100 whatever, and you decided to close it manually. Okay, when you decide to close it manually, the stock would still be in losses, and that is because you will see a token will just move just within a second. It will just move up and immediately it drops. So when it moves up this way, you would have been saying, oh, I have made $1,000. Let me close it. That period, before that 2 seconds you want to use in closing that trade would have gone back down minus $1,000. So that way you will close that trade in losses. So even at that, even when some trades doesn't close, always set your trades in limit orders. Always set your most especially your take profit in limit orders. In cases where you see this kind of volatility, it's not common, but it does happen.
Limit, not a market order.
No, the limit order will always, your take profit will always close on market order, not manually closing it. When you manually close when you manually close your position, it will, before you finish closing it, you end up closing it at loss. In a token that is very volatile, that is moving very fast. You see some token, it will be moving up and down, up and down. Once you enter the token, now you see you are in profit plus 10%. Now you see you are in losses minus 20% and all of that. So tokens like that, don't try to close your trade manually. If you try to close it manually, you'll be losing. Because before you finish closing it, the token is down already against you or up already against you. So go ahead and set your limit order. If, for instance, the token is currently trading around this area. Okay, I think I'm having poor internet connection. I don't know why. All of this. So it keeps disconnecting me and bringing me back. Disconnect and bring me back and all of that. So
yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, so always when you want to scalp, most especially in scalping, when you want to scalp, always make sure that you are using limit orders.
To enter a trade.
All right. Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. I think
this network is really dealing with you today.
Okay.
yeah, so sorry about that. All right, so I decided to join with my phone. Okay. Okay, so let me use my phone because I don't know what's wrong with the system. Okay, so in cases like that, you just set limit orders. If you are lucky enough, most especially in the very stable coins and all of that, you don't. Some of these tokens that will just wake up from nowhere and start pumping, and we don't know the reason why it's pumping. Those are the tokens that you will see it will pass your limit orders, it will not trigger it. Go before it will trigger it is when you're already in losses and all of that. And then some persons will say it's manipulations from the exchange and all of that. Well, the exchange already warned about that. Okay, the exchange already warned about that. That in most cases there are trigger. Your take profit will not even trigger and all of that. So always prepare for situations like that, which is what I'm saying to that. Okay. I have a watch list. Do I look at every? I have a watch list of at least 5 tokens that I will always look at.
Exactly.
If this tokens plays out and gives me a good entry level, it will always give me profit because I've not understood these other tokens. When I enter, I don't enter with, I've learned my lesson. That's $20 in a token. But these other ones that I'm comfortable with, I can decide to enter a trade with $200. And those ones will always, when it plays out, it will always give you good profit. But some of these new tokens that from nowhere, if you get it wrong, so when I see that funding rate is very high, I will just wait for the token to prove I want to enter a long trade. So when it goes long, maybe having a take profit, what I can do is as it continues to go, you continue to adjust your stop loss. As it continues, and if it favors you, I learned these lessons after FL. I had that issue with FLM and Lina. There was a time I was shorting Lina. I was DCAing into my Lina position. Lina was going up until I lost $1,000 on Lina.
Wow.
And then I closed Lina like this evening. The next day, Lina started dropping. I wanted to kill myself. It did not hit my stop loss, so it did not even stop loss. It did not get me liquidated. I was the one who manually closed it, that if I continue like this, I will go to my. So I decided to close Lina. I closed Lina like today. The next day, Lina started dropping. It dropped from 31 or 34 cents or thereabout down to less than 10 cents, right? Less than 10 cents, which would have given me that trade alone. If I waited for that trade, I would have been doing giveaway every day. But, impatience and all of that, after, putting much money, I closed the trade and that was how I lost. Then FLM equally did that with me. So why the exchange was busy deducting, funding rate and fee and all of that, I was losing. So FLM keep pumping. When I decided to say, no, I can no longer do this, the market started dropping and all of that. So because of that, I said, okay, when funding rate is going high, right, I'll be looking for long. When funding rate is going up, we just minimal risks, low leverage and, small capital that you're ready to close in case the market goes against you. So in that case, don't see a token that has just pumped now and you just feel like, oh, I should short this token. It doesn't work like that. Especially when funding rate is very high. So that was what I was talking about BNT yesterday. Funding rate was 1.5, and as at this morning, I think BNT was even around 48 cents then. So we woke up to see that BNT has even gone up to 60 something cents and started dropping. And I told them that the next funding rate will close, which is 2% plus. After that, the funding rate will drop. And immediately the funding rate dropped, the market started dropping. So that time, if you start shorting at that time, you would have equally been, benefiting from the market as well.
We learn every day. That's it.
That's
it. For you now, if you need to study and master some kind of tokens or something, like what will you be looking at? I heard you saying something like first 100, right? Because
yes,
consistency is the key in trading. You see?
The top 100 tokens on CoinMarketCap on CoinGecko. This is based on those who want to do futures trading every day. You select your tokens from there. Maybe the 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens you want to select, you select.
Okay.
Tokens like this start pumping. When some of these altcoins start, either the Koreans are in charge or they tell you, it has been listed in one Korean exchange. Only when it has started pumping, this coin is going there, this coin is going there. But majorly, you see anything that has to do with all these meme coins, leave them. Choose coins that have use cases.
Like Solana, XRP, BNB, all those ones.
To move, they can move in your favor very well. When you get your analysis, moving work very well. But if you don't, the ones who are making it pump or the Chinese are the one making it pump, you will not even tell how far it can go and all of that. Once it start pumping and you go to Twitter, you go to your social media, you would say, oh, suitcase and all of that. That's why it's pumping. So you have an idea now that this join the trend, maybe it will continue to pump until I'm satisfied. Bitcoin start pumping right now. They'll tell you, oh, maybe they want anything, just major news or because of FOMC and all of that. These are things that is influencing the. Then you'll be able to do your analysis and follow the trend accordingly.
Okay.
It has already gotten a lot of persons out of the market.
Okay.
When you want to select your tokens, select tokens that have use cases, that most stable and with and stuff like. Look at the top 100 tokens or either CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko.
Either of the two. All right. Thank you very much for that. Let me give room for anybody who wants to ask any other question or something. You mentioned something like spot trading strategy or whatever. Do you have it on your YouTube channel?
No. Is it the one you trade a token to a token or the USDT?
USDT. When the what's it called? RSI is down, you buy. When it's up, you sell. That kind of a strategy you mentioned one time. Spot, yes. Not future also.
Yes, I have that one. I will forward the video to you.
Please do. Please, yeah. Please do. And I've not heard you talking about copying trade again on bybit. Is it because of that ugly experience or something? Or what happened?
Yeah, the experience I had was because I had somebody who wanted to copy, so he asked me to recommend trade. I showed him a lot of traders with good returns and all of that. That this person, one of the traders, his win rate for the past 7 days was around 500. So he was like, so if I copy this person with $200, it means that in the next 7 days, I would have made 500%.
Hey.
So I said, well, this is the past week. It doesn't guarantee that the next week will be the same because you could lose the whole of your $200 in that copying that trader.
That's what happened to me now. You know now.
In the past, but it doesn't mean to continue and all of that. So because of that, some persons started misinterpreting that, oh, if a trader is doing this for me, every day I'll be earning money, but they are not calculating the losses aspect of it. So they don't want to take that time to monitor the copy trading. If you do it like that, if you don't monitor it and know when to close your trade, because even while the trader is trading, you can equally still close your trade when you no longer want
it.
And put some losses on it when you want and all of that. So I think I will have to take our time and talk about that. But for now, I'm trying to recover first.
Okay. Thank you so much, boss. I have to leave the stage now. Tomorrow is another day.
But before you leave the stage, some of those tokens that have been posted on the WhatsApp, if you can, even if it is $50, $100, buy it and hold. If BTC,
which one? All those ones. I think you sent it to me one time.
Yes, there are a lot of them, but you may not buy all, but buy some and hold. Buy some and hold.
Is it meme coin?
They are not meme coin. Almost all those coins have use cases. Almost all of them have use cases. Yes.
Okay. If it is just $50, because the one I'm holding is just BTC and Ethereum, So
yeah, good choice, but BTC and Ethereum can give you, maybe in the next bull run, they can give you like 20x, 5x, 10x. But some of these other new tokens that those are the kind of tokens that can give you 100x or more.
I saw you listing them like 100x,
those are the kind of
50x. Did you put it on the group? Or I think you sent it to me directly. I'll check it.
I will now for on the WhatsApp group so that you can. Some can be bought, some are not to either Uniswap or go to Dex2 to buy.
Some are not even listed yet, right? Is that what you're saying?
Then others can be bought on the either Maxi Exchange, Gate.io, and all.
I know that Maxi Exchange. Okay, I have it. Maybe you will have to send it again, or I don't know. I'm checking the group. I saw it one time. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I will let you know the ones I buy. I'll let you know.
I don't even know what's wrong with you.
Yeah. Today, yeah. Tomorrow will be another day. I'll be going live tomorrow morning. Okay, I'll be going live tomorrow morning. Let's look at. Join me tomorrow morning, fine. So hopefully tomorrow around 8 or 7, we should be able to. All right. So yeah, for the assignment, once you choose your own token, so that we can just map them out and be using them going forward. Yes, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.